morning, class. Sit down. Our today's lesson is about 50 years of Tanzania mainland. Let me write 50 years of Tanzania mainland got independence in 1961. That was 9th of December. Now, from that year up to today, we have celebrated 50 years of independence. And I am sure, within these 50 years of independence, there have been so many things, good and bad things. Now, we shall have three types of what? Presentation. That one will have to present about achievements, the other one present about problems, and the final group has to present about solutions. Okay, that's what we have to do. And I think I should give some papers.
Very much. And I can assure you, if this revolution is not allowed to take place, Africa will not be Africa. Africa is in a revolution.
Was Chief Minister Nyerere. He will be Prime Minister and preside over a cabinet. His statesmanship has contributed to the untroubled progress from colonial status to independence. With members of his government, Mr. Nyerere drove past the cheering crowds. Congratulations to Tanganyika.
Maybe 50 years for a country is still very young, but still people have used that to try and reflect on some of the changes which have happened in the country since then. So it's a time to reflect on what progress we have made since independence. And also there is some debate also on what is the right path to follow from now on. My name is Madaraka Nyerere, and I'm one of the sons of the founding president of Tanzania, Mwalimu Julius K. Nyerere. On 23rd, my father made a speech on the 23rd, I think, 22nd or 23rd of October in 1959. He made a speech in Parliament, and he was already chief minister in the transitional government. And he said, when Tanganyika becomes independent, we will light a torch and place it on top of Mount Kilimanjaro so that it shines beyond our borders and brings hope where there is despair, dignity where before there was humiliation, Symbolically, actually, it meant to highlight the commitment to inspire and to help other African countries also to become independent. I kept meeting people from outside Tanzania who have climbed Kilimanjaro a few times, twice, 3 times, 4 times. And they kept on asking me, have you climbed Kilimanjaro? I said, and I used to answer no. So I decided that no one would ask me again that question, and I would say no. I would have to say yes. One factor that every mountaineer, I think, knows is that it's rather difficult to predict conditions on a mountain. And even the guide, you might have heard some of the guides say that it's really difficult to predict what happens, especially about the weather. You write out your script and you suddenly find out that you have to change some things at the end.
We are going there for Mass. Going there for Mass. Okay. And in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive us against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil. Amen. In the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay. We go there to expect some old people to get baptized, and also some children, if they are ready, and to have Christmas Mass, because it is far away. They couldn't move from there to here. Baba, unaenda wapi? Baba, reja hale.
Nareja baba kakora.
Bisu tuleja mumisa hena. Tuleja geke nyugwa.
Nyugwa geke.
Atoja kakora. Mungu akampe jambo. Hamoje oingile.
Ni safe kidogo.
Hai ingia mpaka. Hai. I am a parish priest, assigned by bishop. A parish priest, is not only for liturgical church work. A parish priest is an institution to see that people are well off, body and soul. VOV, viewers, the voice of the voices and the voice of the silent people. My dream that to incorporate people, to make them be active. We need active participation of everybody. How can you love God and you don't love your fellow people whom you see and God whom you don't see? So how can you be obedient to God and you are not obedient to your fellow person? Bwana aturumie, Kristo turumie, Bwana aturumie. Yesu Kristo aliyekuja kuondoa giza ya maisha, awaondoe gizani na kuwaingiza katika nuru yake, kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu. Amen. Mshike kwenye kifua. Upendo wa Mungu ukae ndani yenu hadi kufika mbinguni, kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu. Sasa ingieni tuendelee na misa takatifu.
for the first time, the first day was really difficult because it was raining and the entire route there was very slippery. So most of the climbers, the climbers didn't do very bad. But we arrived late because we started late. Because of the rain, we were not dropped at the normal starting place. And so we had to walk some distance before getting to the normal starting place. And then the porters were really late because they were carrying heavy loads, and most of them did not manage to arrive earlier than the climbers. Normally they go faster and they arrive early. And so we had a late dinner. Most of our bags were soaked with rain, and so it's unusual. It's for the first time. I haven't had a very good experience. Anyway, I hope the rest of the trip will be better.
One more night.
It's my fifth climb, and yet I'm always finding something new with each climb. So I was expecting some of the climbers who are also climbing for the first time. I thought they might have some difficulty, but I think it seems everybody is doing well. So, and that I'm glad to see that.
Jina langu naitwa Bertha Bernard, natokea Morogoro Ifakara. Hapa Dar es Salaam naishi Mtongani, Kunduchi Mtongani, na naishi na mdogo wangu na mtoto wangu Elizabeth. Maisha ni magumu sana, na mazingira yote kwa ujumla ni magumu kwa sababu hali ya uchumi iko juu. Mimi ni mpishi, napika, na hudumia mapadri Procura Precious Blood. Kazi yangu ya upishi nilijifunza kozi fupi ni Morogoro kwa 6 months. Na pia nilisoma nursing kwa 2 years. Sasa kwa jinsi nilivyokuwa naendelea, sikuweza kupata msaada zaidi wa kuendelea shule, so niliacha. Kwa hiyo nilivyosoma upishi ilinisaidia tu katika maisha ya kila siku, sio kwa kurudi shule tena. I'm sorry again, I'm here again. I make chicken and this eggplant, fried eggplant, and vegetable is cabbage mixed together, carrot and green pepper. When I come here, the first day, I just come to kitchen to look and to start to prepare breakfast, everything. So in 7:30, the tea is ready. The fathers come from to the church and started to take a breakfast. Myself, I just collect the things all and I clean, and I just think which I cook in afternoon, like a lunch. And then at 12:30, the lunch is ready. After that, I just collect everything and clean floor, everything. I leave the kitchen clean. So I just to rest for 2 hours. 7:30 in the evening, the dinner is ready. So everybody come together to pray and start to eat. You see, I think it's like this. It's my work. And me, I'm going to home 9:30 in the evening. I take the bus and I'm going my home. Because today is a Friday. Today is a Friday. Fathers of precious blood doesn't eat meat. So we don't have the fish. So if we don't have the fish, I just cook chicken. Kuku. Kushnik.
At independence, my father, he outlined 3 basic questions. So it was literacy, health, and poverty. And if you compare that time and now, it's like we still have the same problems. We might say we've made some progress in certain sectors, but progress in numbers. In quality, it's a bit questionable. Do we have the same quality of education? No. Do we have the same quality in terms of health services? Maybe no. What's the level of poverty? People are still very poor. So the population has increased. I think at that time it was around 10 million. Now we are over around 44 million, 45 million. But the ability of the government to solve these social problems seems to be reduced. And so I think in some sectors, you might say that there has been a deterioration. You know, those dreams, if you sit down with people who witnessed that day of independence, most people had a very bright outlook for the future. I'm sure if you talk to those people now, most of them look at the future with some pessimism. They believe that it is possible to have a better future for themselves and the country in general. And they also had a strong belief with their leaders. Now that belief, the trust between the people and the leaders is completely gone.
My name is Laurent Nestory. I am a teacher at Kome Secondary School, which is in Kome Island. And in my teaching here at school, I teach history and English subjects. The ferry has so much importance to the lives of people of Kome. When Kome had no ferry, for sure there were many problems, because people couldn't cross the lake from Kome to the other part of the district easily, as they used the small canoes and the small boats to go, and these boats were not safe. Sometimes people used to be drowned in water. And when they got drowned, we all know that they made some problems in their families, that those who were drowned left behind some widows and orphans. And from there, that we can say that the lack of ferry made Kome an orphanage area and an area for the widows. Kome is my first station that when I finished my teaching studies, I was appointed to come and teach Kome Secondary School. So this is my first station, and I have been here for 10 years, and I like the place.
I have experienced rain before, but I think last night and the previous night was just, it was continuous rain. It's not too much rain, but it's continuous, pouring. It's like drizzle, but continuously. And you noticed even the porters had great difficulty arriving at the camps. And I've been told this morning by the chief guide that 6 porters were taken sick yesterday, and so they had to return back to Moshi. Today we are walking up to 4,600 meters to a place called Lava Tower, and then from up there we go down to Barranco Camp at around 3,900 meters. And that's where we're going to sleep.
Miaka milioni 200 iliyopita. Kuna story behind the scene. Kwa kuanzia huko inabidi mwanasayansi ndio haya. Lakini umesikia sema ile lava pour wakati kwenda pause process baada ya eruption it goes different types of temperature. Kwa hiyo kutokana na mabadiliko ya hali. Bro, lava ni uji.
There's so many changes which had to be done. And so instead of 8 days, we're going for 7 days. Instead of sleeping maybe in one camp, we go past that camp and sleep in another camp. And that there are even more challenges to come. So it's really challenging, and maybe it's really appropriate because it's the 50th independence anniversary celebrations. And I'm sure, I know actually, that the struggle for independence also involved considerable challenges to those who were involved, the nationalists. So it's maybe, I am glad that we have this challenge, and it's very appropriate for the occasion. I'm looking forward to it, and I think we we must. This is the 50th anniversary, and we have no alternative, we have to get there.
Get out, Marilla. Get out. I'm asking you all to leave my office. It's a marital problem, nothing to do with the company. Please get out. Well, if you need
Kama baridi ongeza na maji. Furaha yangu sana nikiwa na Eliza. Kimuona Eliza tukicheka, tukiimba, tukitaniana hivi najisikia raha sana. Sasa chukua glasi na wewe. Kwa nini watu wanataka? Sasa hivi amefunga shule lakini yupo nyumbani. Na jaribu kumfundisha nyumbani kidogo kwa sababu sikuwa na ile hela ya kumpeleka tuition. So yuko nyumbani namfundisha kidogo kidogo. Anaendelea vizuri lakini wakati mwingine anauliza baba yake, lakini kwa ufupi anaendelea vizuri kwa sababu namweka mazingira mazuri. Kwa hivyo ana shida sana ya kuleta tofauti. Kwa lini? Baadaye. Ndio naweza kuishi peke yangu na kupanga maisha yangu mwenyewe kwa sababu kama watu wanaishi pasipo kuelewana, hamna haja ya kukaa pamoja. Pia nawaza kuwa na rafiki, lakini kwa sababu mazingira yalivyo kwamba walio wengi ni kudanganyana, kwa hivyo nisingependa. Kwanza napenda kuangalia maisha ya Eliza kwamba afike maisha mazuri kielimu. Baada ya hapo naweza kuangalia vipi niweze kuishi. Plani yangu kwa maisha ya mwaka ujao au mwaka huu ni kuweka mipango mizuri sana sana katika elimu, kwa sababu elimu yangu binafsi ni chini sana. So mipango yangu kwamba kupata uwezekano wowote niweze kuendelea kielimu zaidi ili niweze kupanga maisha vizuri.
I'm slightly apprehensive because normally we leave Barranco and we go to sleep at Karanga. But today we have to go through Karanga and to Barafu, and we'll rest for a few hours and then we do the summit. So I'm a bit apprehensive. I know everybody's excited, but I don't know. I've never tried this, but I know it's not easy. It's not impossible, but it's not easy. I think Tanzania has the potential to become prosperous, but there's a problem. When we became independent, I believe we have a committed group of leaders who were really serious about tackling the problems that Tanganyika was facing. Leaders have a responsibility to serve the community and not themselves. I believe that the current crop of leaders that we have, I won't say everyone, are leaders who have less interest about the development of the country than their own personal interests. I think so far I'm confident. I had some worries actually about the other climbers, but they seem to be so full of energy, and so I think maybe they'll make it. I was worried more for them than for myself. I'm not crying, I'm just wiping my face. I have 4 cans of energy drinks. The moment you see me pull out one of those cans, then you know it's getting serious.
I'm coming from a very poor family, a not educated family. I'm the first one to shoot up to be educated. It is from Matthew chapter 7, verse 12. What you want to be done to you, do it. If you want to be helped, help others. That's why now I help others for education, to open the eyes of the people, to open the ears of the people for what they have to cry for the true independence, and so that they can go up.
Kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu. Amen. Ee Mungu, tunajishukuru kwa zawadi uliyotujalia, neema na baraka nyingi. Na sasa nakuungamia Mungu Mwenyezi, nanyi ndugu zangu, kwani nimekosa mno kwa mawazo, kwa maneno, kwa vitendo, na kwa kutotimiza wajibu. Nimekosa sana. Ndio maana kuomba Maria mwenye heri, Bikira daima, malaika na watakatifu, nanyi ndugu zangu, niombeni kwa Bwana wetu. Mungu Mwenyezi akubariki na kuislamu kwa jina Baba na Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu. Amen. Mungu Mwana akutunze kwenye upendo. Amen. Mungu Roho Mtakatifu akuimarishe katika mapaji yake. Amen. Kwa jina la Baba na la Mwana na Roho Mtakatifu. Haya nana akizange ni padi ngenone nale ngoma. Toto azuri.
I am proud because God, I thank God who made me to be here. I'm just instrument of God. This is why I'm proud. I pray every day, God, make me, use me as you want, till I die.
Now, I have some hope that in many countries around the world, it has been possible for the people themselves to make firm decisions about how their country should be led. And when we reach, I think when we Tanzanians reach that decision, I think that then we might have hope for our own future. I think it's something which will have to happen, will happen eventually. And when we reach that decision, I'm sure we'll see some changes in this country. If I was a politician in this country, I would be in big trouble all the time. Because if there's something wrong, I think it should be said. There's something wrong. Maybe you are a very good person individually, but you are a hopeless leader. And you cannot say this in this country. So this, if I was a politician, I don't think I would last a long time. Maybe I've learned in life also not to make quick decisions, but to reflect on what is the best decision to make. This is referred to as the base camp because this is where we make our attempt to go to the summit, and it's called Barafu Camp. It's 4,600 meters above sea level. So tomorrow we're heading to, no, not tomorrow actually. We rest for a few hours and then we start our summit. And we hopefully will be there in the morning. You will notice there's a ridge which you can see right in front of us. And that's the route that we are taking up to the summit. We'll go up to a point which is called Stella Point. And then from Stella Point, where we should reach early in the morning, we turn left to go up to the summit.
Our life is simple. We don't have so much as to how Mwalimu Nyerere was, and that's why I've said that Mwalimu Nyerere is really a special person to me, as a teacher and as a president in the other side. I don't want so much complications, and therefore I've decided to keep my family a normal family so that when other people come in my house, they should feel that I'm of their level. So I'm just running a simple life to make people see me simple, and that's what it is, and make them happy, and that's so. Me and my wife and my children are living a normal life. how I became a teacher, this came from the bottom of my heart. Teaching is making people aware of themselves. Teaching is sharpening people's brains. More importantly, teachers of that time were very much respected, that the villagers could come and they trust the teachers to many matters. So from there, I found myself liking teaching. But teaching is a good job which is trusted. In teaching, there is no cheating. It's that we talk the realities. And that's, from that point, then I started loving teaching. And in my studies, I really decided that I should, after finishing my study, I should be a teacher, to go and awaken people's brains. That's the reason. Make sure that you conclude all your discussions and get ready for presentation. I give you some minutes or a minute or two to make sure that you finish all your discussion and thereafter get prepared for the presentation. Group number 1 will present about the achievements got since independence. Group number 2, problems as what they have given us some examples earlier. We hope to see about poverty, employment, and so on. And thereafter, we shall see the solutions. Therefore, let me allow a group presenter from group number 1 come and present.
Since we got our independence, we are just using socialism. For instance, the whole village was having only one market or only one school. But up to now, we are just using capitalism, which has helped us, we people, to speak everything into the government, and has allowed many people to challenge the government about the development which is just being occurred in the country. So this is the achievement which we have achieved since we got our independence.
The class, they say that one achievement, among the many achievements, the change of administrative system. And they have said that Tanzania has succeeded to change from socialism to capitalism. Let us hear. How do you take this? Is it a good change, or is it a good achievement from our typical socialism, which is our identity? Because each nation has to go with its own identity. And we were identified as Tanzanians because we had what? Socialism. And this says that the shift from socialism to capitalism is an achievement. I don't know, because socialism to me is more Tanzanian and the capitalism is something new. And therefore, when you say is an achievement, I think it's a hot debate. Now let us just suspend it so that we have another time to see whether it is an achievement that we have to name after 50 years of independence. Tanzania's development is within our hands. And we can see why is our development not speeding. As we can say, Mwalimu Nyerere said that when we got independence, he anticipated that we should go running while others would be walking. And we can say today, perhaps Tanzania is growing and not either running or walking. It is in our hands. It is in the hands of the leaders who have decided to work for the Tanzanians, and not fake politics as what we see today.
So in general, guys, because we are here right at this point, something which we are going to do. We are going to our last part. So in general, we have to take it slowly for the long distance. There is no need of to make too much break on the way, because once you make too much break on the way, you lead yourself to get quick cold, which can make you shivering, get freezing. That is not good. We know all the break point where you can stop for a few minutes, then quick drinking or quick peeing, keep going. So we are the guides, enough experience. We have to follow us. There is no problem. And the harder part, is from here up to Stella Point. And then Stella Point is our first point. So from there to Whole Peak is not too far.
Madaraka vipi? Pole.
Asante. Kazi ngumu leo. I think human beings are used to having challenges, and so if there's a mountain somewhere, someone will try to climb it. So I think this is human nature. They're always looking for challenges. I'll try to eat as much as I can, and also to during the trek, during the day, try to conserve energy as much as possible. So maybe I'll walk as slowly as it is possible, can be possible, yeah. And then we'll see what happens. But as I said yesterday, we have to get there. Freedom 50 years ago was about becoming independent as a nation to decide whatever cause development is chosen by the people themselves. Freedom now, I think, is elusive. As a nation, it's elusive because we've become so entangled and dependent on other either institutions or other countries, and we really do not have the same independence that we had, or the freedom to decide that we had 50 years ago, I think. Now it's elusive. I don't see that freedom that existed 50 years ago. This year's climb was very special because it's the 50th independence anniversary celebrations, and I was really looking forward to reaching the summit, but unfortunately I haven't been able to reach the summit. try to stand. Jesus. So my conclusion is this. I'm trying to compare this also with the struggle for independence. Yeah. When the people who were involved in the struggle for independence maybe had several disappointments during the struggle, and they did not give up on the first obstacle. I'm sure they tried again and again and again until they succeeded. Yes. Yes, absolutely.
One part of our struggle is over, and that is the struggle to win independence from colonial rule. But that's merely the beginning. We are very, very far from achieving the goal of raising those standards of living without which the struggle for independence is not enough.